Good morning, everybody. Uh, this is Pankaj Roy. Today, I come to new tutorial video about the Amazon Web Service in S3 topics. I hope so. Who who is watching the video? They have some basic knowledge about the Amazon Web Service. So Amazon Web Service, one of the very popular services. Lots of the companies to be situated on his server on the Amazon cloud based, and some storage solutions and any serverless of application based service hosted on Amazon Web Services. So today we'll talk about the S3. S3, that means the simple storage service, is one of the part of the Amazon Web Service. That is a part provide the storage facilities, storage solution service provide. So first, some few slides to know what is S3, and after few slides have completed, then I'll show the practical scenario based of how to get the bucket and how to upload the data on the S3 and how to retrieve also data in S3. Okay, so first of all, to know the what is S3. S3 is Amazon Simple Storage Services, is an object storage service, the object storage services that offer industry leading scalabilities, data abilities, securities, and performance. Okay, so that is scalabilities, data abilities, and security, and also performance. It's a very fastly low latency. You can download the data from S3 buckets, and security is much more higher. So organizations to be faith on this Amazon Web Services. So data keep on the S3. It means customer of all size and industries can use to store and protect any amount of data for range of use cases such as websites, mobile application, backup, restore, archive, enterprise application, IoT device, big data analytics. Okay, so the organizations to be faith on the Amazon, he know the Amazon provide a highly secure data to save, and like which type of data to be keep in S3, like your data mobile application or data keep on the S3. And if you create a application on lambda based or Java or Python on an Amazon platform, and the one physical space to be required, the coding should be reflect on the bucket on the storage physical storage location. Okay, somebody access the application of users, and he can access some data and some applications and put his records on the application, and the application to be retrieve the data on the S3 bucket. So S3 bucket is required when you things to make a on-sale behalf of applications to be developed on the Amazon S3. Second thing, some organizations to build on your websites on the Amazon Route 53. So Amazon website is a front face, the face of these companies, but data to keep in another location, that is database, and database to be created on the S3 buckets or radius search services. You can also keep the data on the static base of websites to keep the data on the S3 buckets. Okay, and you can also to unusable of data on a local premises. The data is not to be used, so data to keep it safely, for future behalf. So data to be archived on the S3 buckets. Okay, IoT device and big data analytics. uh, most of the uh, most of the companies of CCTV solution of services like Hikvision, CP Plus, and another more companies to provide the CCTV solutions. The data to keep on the Amazon S3 buckets. So when data, when customers to see the live data of CCTV camera, so easily to be retrieved from S3, and he can view the live streaming of cameras on his mobile phone. That is possible from the cloud base of services, not to the Amazon cloud based services, but another platform cloud service provide the IoT storage services. Okay, So why choose the Amazon S3 bucket? The organizations that is the main important, that is compliance of the facilities of the customer we have, and the durability, that means scalabilities, and the data to keep the retrieves in a very low latencies, and data to self retrieve 99.99% accurately, not to be data retrieved very slowly, is very fast, and everywhere anywhere in the world you can access your private data from S3 bucket, because the S3 bucket to be work all the regions based of service. There are 5 regions in the Amazon Web Service. Nowadays, one or two more services region is added. So I think in 6 to 7 regions, data your S3 data will be available. Not to be only one regions to data will be showing, but this data to be rotation all the regions. Okay, so the organizations to keep the data on the S3. Okay, and what is the benefits? What do you mean by the Amazon S3? So Amazon S3 is one of the main building block of AWS. It is advertised as infinitely scaling storage. The storage scaling, that means your storage is not a sufficient, so you can increase your data uh, automatically, data to be increased on behalf of loaded your contents. It advertised is in infinitely scaling storage. It is widely popular and reserve its own section. S3, you take a S3 you take a rent of storage, and S3 totally handle on behalf, not to another persons to be handle your S3. Your S3 storage you can delete, and you can everything do it only for you, not to another person. Many websites use AWS 3 as a backbone. I have already told you. Many websites, the data to keep in local behalf of Amazon Web Service as S3 buckets. Many AWS services uses AWS 3 as an integration as well. Okay. So S3 bucket of how to create that S3 buckets, what is the criteria, what is the conditions to be before you create a S3 bucket, what is the namespace required, what is the characters to be uses on the S3 bucket durations. Amazon S3 allow people to store object file in bucket directories. Okay, so S3 bucket to be provided solutions of you can just keep the data, keep the files on the S3 bucket, or you can create also directories, particular one directories, and under the directories all the data to be kept as a choice on the S3 bucket. Bucket must be globally unique name. Okay, Amazon services S3 bucket name should be unique, not to be duplicate. Uniquely means worldwide Amazon Web Service uniquely, not to do if the name is already present, so bucket will not to be created. Always keep the unique names. Bucket are defined at the region levels. So I've told you, 7 regions is working now. Maybe 5 region is already working conditions. Six, 7 is working now. So 6 regions, your data, your S3 bucket will be moving any regions. Where like you are India, so India regions is Mumbai, Hyderabad, okay, and you'll go in a South Africa. So South Africa is another regions. America is another regions. So data rotational wide change, where from where you access your S3 buckets, then behalf of data automatically transfer on the particular another regions. Okay. Naming convention: no uppercase, no low undercase. Okay, no uppercase, no underscore. The character length 3 to 63. Keep in mind not to give the IP numbers on your buckets. Okay, must start with lowercase and give the number. Okay, like ISSUH 1 2 3 4 5. That is the name of the buckets. Okay, so backup and restore in a local premises where access the daily basis of data. So in my local premises of server storage have full now, another 2% is vacant. So the 98% data is not to be required to access on local premises. So you don't want to delete by previous data, because some in future we need to some previous data when you take the some getting the information in last 5 6 months ago. So, but current scenario, the 5 6 month of data is not to be accessible in local premises. So you decided why not to 5 6 month data on a cloud in S3 archive facilities we have. That is a backup. Okay. So data to keep on the S3 buckets, and the data is not to be daily basis of accessible on a local premises. So data to be shifted in another locations. Okay, so in after 6 and 5 months, you need to the data to be retrieved from 5 6 months ago data. So you can easily to be retrieve the data from S3 bucket. So that is a part of the backup and restore. Understood? Disaster recovery, in just think of mind, in 5 6 months of data to keep on S3 bucket. Now suddenly your server have crashed and nothing to be find out the local data from local premises. You know, you already to keep the data on the S3 bucket, just ready the machines and take the backup from S3 and put the data on local premises, and the user accessible data in 1 2 hours. So that is a facilities, that is a benefits if you keep the data on the Amazon S3, because Amazon S3 is not a connected directly from a local premises. It's a directly it's a part of the cloud. Is another platform, not a local platform. So most of the organization like these types of facilities to be used to keep the local premises data on S3, and when you need to data to take a backup from S3. Archive is long time to be keep the data in data archive facilities in S3 provide. Data lakes and big data analytics, hybrid cloud storage. Hybrid cloud storage means the two types of cloud is a three types of cloud is a private, public, and hybrid. Hybrid is a public private cloud, is a hybrid cloud. But private cloud, it's a own build the system, VPC, virtual private systems on cloud. That is a private cloud. And private cloud that is work on Amazon S3. You can build on yourself based of network, multiple servers and routers and also switches. You build on yourself of network cloud, and this your VPC network that is situated on the cloud. It is the cloud machines to be accessed on local premises through via internets. Okay, so that is called the hybrid cloud storage. Cloud native applications. Cloud native application is one of the services to be hosted the applications in a some private based or public based application. Okay, so now things, what is a versioning? AWS 3 versioning. You can version your files in AWS S3. Versioning, that means you have to work with team member. Okay, the three team member to work. The first team member work in the morning 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. So he's work in the same applications. Application 1, he worked this 5 tasks have completed. The first team, after first team work have finished after 12 a.m. the second team is come here. The second team will work the further work have finished the team 1. Team 1 works versioning 1 and team 2 work start the versioning 2. After team 2 have finished, then come the third team, the versioning 3. So they separately to be work are divided by the S3, versioning 1, versioning 2, versioning 3. So that is a part of the section wise to be worked in S3. That is a facilities to provide in an Amazon S3. It's not a default features, it is options to be enable or disable. If you to be enable to versioning, the versioning automatically to be created. Okay, that is a very benefit, that is a big benefit. If just imagine that the team 1, team 2, 3 have to work, have finished. Now team 3 want to access versioning 1 data, and by mistake uh, by mistake by team 3 deleted the data in versioning 1 content. So in this sense, the data is not to be lost it, because the data or the client to be retrieved in a previous states of versioning. So the by mistake to be deleted the data team 3, so not to be worried, because data to be retrieved by easily by the versioning facilities. That is the beauty of the S3. Okay, it is a best practice to version your buckets, protect against unintended deleted abilities to restore versions. Okay, easy to roll back to previous versions. Any files that is not versioning paired to the enabling version will have to version null. If you don't to be versioning to be allowed, if you don't allow the versioning, so all the data to be keep on the null feature. That means all data to keep in a separate file. If some data is deleted, so data will not to be restored and not to be reallocated, because is not to be allowed the versioning. Understood? Okay. So S3 also to provide the encryptions to keep the data. SSE S3 encrypted S3 object using key handled and managed by AWS. Okay. SSE KMS leveraged AWS key management service to manage encryption key. Okay, is a single key management of service. I'll show it. When you create a S3 of bucket, S3 to provide the facility of key facilities. Okay, the key facility, that means when you access your private, when you access your S3 bucket on a local premises, and you can download the S3 bucket of file on a local computers. So need to be keys. Without the keys, you unable to be download the content from S3 bucket to local premises. Okay, when you want to manage your own encryption key, you can also to manage your own encryption key. Client side encryption, that is part of the S3 bucket for the client side encryption, because the client access data, no? So data, the the encryptions to be provided on the client behalf. Okay, so next slide is S3 storage. There are various classes of S3 storage. S3 standard, Amazon S3 intelligent tiering, Amazon S3 standard infrequent access. Infrequent means not to be daily basis of download the data, upload the data, just infrequently access on behalf of the Amazon S3 to take the charges. Amazon S3 one zone in infrequent access. Amazon S3 glacial, Amazon S3 glacier deep archive. So deep archive means that is the facilities of the storage classes. Not to talk about this storage types of storage facilities required S3. We'll talk to in future. If you I made the another video on S3, then we will discuss on these S3 storage classes. Okay. So let's do the practical. I hope so. Everyone to know what is S3, what is the storage facilities to provide, what is the versioning, and what is the benefits of the S3. Okay, so now do the practical, how to be access S3 buckets and how to create the S3 buckets. Okay, so the first I say one thing, the Amazon Web Service to provide to access the accounts, you create the accounts is free of cost. Okay, because you are the student and you are the beginner in cloud based of infrastructures, so you create an account FD account 12 months of account validities, and in the duration 12 months account validity, some limitation of services to be access of data. And if you access if you access the paid of services of data, so you pay the amount of little bit amounts, but student behalf of is a good for 12 months of free sufficient services will be accessible is free of services, nothing to be pay of amount. So I think so as before using the S3 don't take a charge to keep the data. Okay, the charges S3 to download the data. Okay, when you download the data, then charges based of Amazon S3, and and charges also how many long or day to keep the data on the Amazon S3 bucket. Then behalf of Amazon will take a charge on the data. So uh, I'm logging my accounts. Just a minute. So I'm the root user, so I'm logging here. Okay, so type this. This is a front page of Amazon console. This is a versioning that is a regions. Look at that. Regions in United States, Asia Pacific, Mumbai, Osaka, Seoul, Singapore, Sydney, Tokyo, Asia Pacific. Okay, the region name is Mumbai. Okay, just I choose the Mumbai regions. Okay, so Mumbai region is here. Now I'm Mumbai. So just give type the S3 and click on it and not create the glacier. I'll talk the what is the S3 how to create the S3 glacier in a future upcoming videos. Okay, so click on S3 and click on the bucket. Okay, so account snapshot, that means storage lanes provide visibility into storage uses and activity trends. Metrics don't include the active buckets. So snapshot, uh, what you work to tasks to complete in last 24 hours. The snapshot to be created automatically and sent to your Amazon accounts. Okay, so just I create the kit on the bucket. Okay, so general purpose is recommended for most use case and access pattern. General purpose buckets are the original S3 bucket type. They allow a mix of storage classes that redundantly storage updates across multiple ability zones. Okay, this is general purpose, not a directory. Directory base is a S3 Express 1 zone storage classes and which provide faster processing data within single ability zone. Directory is single ability zone, not to multiple ability to be work. Is single is a private based of cloud. Okay, so just today I'm using the general purpose. I give the names. Then we give the ISOH 1234. Okay, that is a name, and this is a prefix of your ISOH bucket names. ACL, that means ACL to be access of control to be provides who can access your data, who cannot access your data. But today in this video we will not talk about the ACL. Okay, so ACL is a private based of cloud service. When you make on yourself a cloud base of services, is a private based cloud service, then you apply in the ACL bucket. Okay, so my bucket is not to be accessible another third person because will totally block public accessible this website my buckets. It's a privately base of accessible. Okay, this is a versioning I will talk to you. Versioning is a day by day work. So till today in these scenarios will not to be enable the versioning. Okay, so you can use the bucket tag to track storage. Add tag not to be required. Add tag means is a unique names that is help to be retrieve, that help to be find out which bucket you want to search it. Okay, so bucket key, just a bucket key, look at that. Key is a key of functions. I don't need to keys function to disable it and create the bucket. Okay, my bucket I have created now successfully. So the bucket, this is a bucket name, ISH 1234, Asia Pacific Mumbai EP South 1. The bucket is a primary region's name is Asia Pacific Mumbai locations. I am access the south this and created date May 15, 2025. The time is 11:07 ISD and UTC 5:30. Okay, so view the storage lanes dashboard. Click on it. This is a lens. What you do to perform it. So nothing to be said because there's not to be 24 hours have successfully completed. So the snapshot not to be available. After 24 hours, the snapshot is here is showing here. Okay, so where is my bucket? Just go in S3. Just type the S3. This is my bucket name. Okay, just click on it. This bucket is open now. Now keep your data. What you want to do? Just I upload the data. Click on upload and add files. Now I'm keep the data is A plus one of the keyboard data files. The total files is 92.3 MB of files. Okay, so it's a very long file. So I just not to be keep the data, just a small file to be uploaded. Add files. Okay, Joe, I just shock you very this is one text file 347 bit text file. Okay, now upload and data is successfully uploaded. Your data one file is successfully added. Now just click on this sock.txt. It show the contents is a bucket. Honor this has values. AWS region Mumbai. Last modifier this size this text size shop.txt and this is URL values S3 URL. Just click copy and paste. Need to be this file system need to be some application WinSCP, SFTP, FTP. From these services you can download it. This contains of file but should be present on the screen on the machine after that you download. Just click on it. So he asks the keys. Okay, after that you download just because we in a we not get the keys, so we will not to be unable to download. Okay, so this is URL objects. Just copy this URL and paste it. This is a hosted ID and this is not accessible here. So if you want to view this data and just download and open, just open it. So it's my content on this file. It's open on the browser behalf and you can also use to download these files. Okay, so download now. Click is downloaded. Very easy to be uploaded data and download data. I think so to everyone to know bucket version is disabled now. Okay, so this is a metadata is not metadata is text plains object lookup. Okay, okay, so after k2 buckets you don't need to bucket in a future. As a practical behalf you can try to this. So before you close this session you should remove the buckets, otherwise the Amazon will take a charge. So after finish the lab, now to delete your bucket. So how to be delete your bucket? So keep in mind the bucket is not to be empty. First empty your bucket, then the bucket will be deleted. Okay, so click on the bucket. Just I'm click on the bucket and just select first select contents and delete. Okay, so click just copy this line and paste on it. and delete object. Okay, now my object my bucket is free, clean, not to be any files, so easy to be deleted bucket. Okay, so close. Okay, go back to bucket and select this bucket name and delete on it, and copy this line and paste on it. What happened? Okay, is some mistakes. Yes, okay. So now bucket is successfully deleted now. Not to be any bucket is present here, so don't worry, the Amazon will not take the charge. Okay, thanks to watch this video. Okay, bye bye. If you any idea, any suggestions, so please comment on this video. Okay, bye bye. Thank you.